everybody, I'm Lis. Come on a journey with me and you can see how I see. In touch. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm working again with the Instant Pot Duo Evo Plus. Head on back to episode 6 if you're not sure where the buttons are. You want to be able to follow along when I tell you to press certain things, so check that out before you come into this video. I'm going to take us into the STEAM Smart Programs and show you everything that's there. So we'll zoom in on STEAM Smart Programs. Before you use any of the smart programs on the STEAM feature, I recommend that you reset your Instant Pot to the factory settings. Every time you go in and you change something on a menu, maybe you adjust the time, the temperature, the pressure, the Instant Pot remembers that, and when you go back, it takes you to that setting, those options that you chose. This is great if you can see the screen, but in case you might get confused about what you chose last, I recommend resetting it to the factory setting so that you know exactly what is coming up on the menu. So to do that, we're going to go to the STEAM button, which is the third button down on the left, to the left of the display. We're going to press that. You hear a beep. I'm holding that button and it beeps a second time, and that tells us that we have reset to factory settings. The STEAM feature does not have a keep warm option. I'm going to go ahead and press STEAM, and I'm going to show you these options in the menu. The first option that comes up is custom, and I'm going to go ahead and select custom with the knob at the bottom of the display. I'm going to press that to select. And this is where probably what you'll use the most, because your recipes will tell you what you need to set your time and temperature to. So this is a great option. The first place it takes you is to where you would select your time. Now, this defaults to 30 minutes, and the range of time is from 1 minute to 30 minutes. So if you and you can adjust by 1 minute increments by going to the right to increase the time and going to the left to decrease the time. Since we're at 30 minutes, if we go to the right one click, you can feel that click, you can hear it beep, so you can count your beeps. But it didn't go to 31 because the highest number is 30. So it actually goes back to the beginning of that range, which is 1. So if I clicked again to the right, I would be at 2, and so forth. I can keep clicking all the way up to 30. I'm going to go back to the left or counterclockwise, which will count back down. So from 2, I go to 1. Now there's nothing less than 1 on the Instant Pot. So I'm going to go click again to the left, and it'll take me back to the 30, which is where we started. And now if I go again to the left, I'm counting down 29, 28, 27, and so forth. All right, so it starts at the highest, and then you can move through that option. So I'm gonna, once I find the time that I want, I would go ahead and hit select here. And with STEAM, there's no pressure to set, and there's not a temperature to set. So really all we're doing is picking our time. So here, I didn't even really have to hit select there. I could have just hit start, which is the bottom right button. It beeps 3 times. That tells me that it's heating up. And once it's preheated, you'll see a preheat on the progress bar, and the light comes on, and it'll fill in those 3 little segments, and then it'll move into the timed cooking, which will count down. and when it's finished, it will click to off. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. I use the cancel button, which is the bottom left button. Those of you that have some vision, you may be able to see that's the only button on the panel that is red. Everything else is black on silver buttons, and the cancel button is red. All right, so that's the custom feature on the Steam settings. Just like everything else I recommend with the Instant Pot, once you set a timer, if you can't see the display, I really recommend that you go ahead and use some other timing device, whether that's a digital timer that talks, your phone, your smart device like an Alexa or a home, Google Home, whatever it is that you have, a wind-up timer, then I would recommend using that so you can monitor the time in addition to the Instant Pot tracking it, at least that way you know how much time is left. All right, I'm gonna go back. If you remember, I said before you do anything in these menus to go ahead and reset to factory settings. So I'm going down to the third button on the left of the display, and I'm pressing that, I'm holding it, and it beeps, I release, I'm back at factory settings. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit that Steam button again because that's the menu we're working in. And it comes up with the first option, which is custom. If I want a different option, I turn the select button the same way we were adjusting it to do the time. I can do that for the option on the menu. So I'm going to turn that to the right, one click, and that takes me to sterilize. And if I select the sterilize option, I would push this button to select, and that would go for 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead to the next item on the menu. The third item is potato. And if I select that, then I would have 20 minutes. I'm going to go to the next item on the menu, the last item on the menu, which is broccoli. And that would be for 10 minutes. Yum to broccoli. Any other broccoli fans out there? I love broccoli. All right. If I turn this button again, I will come back to custom. All right. And I could have gone the other direction with this. From custom, I could have turned left or counterclockwise and been right on broccoli. And I wouldn't have had to click through all those options. Not such a big deal on this Steam menu because there's not a whole lot of options. But some of the other menus, like the pressure cook, they have lots of menu options. So it's really nice to be able to go both directions in that menu. So that's everything in the Smart program for the Steam. And just keep cooking, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!
Hey everyone! Thanks for coming by to check out my video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button, and you might want to subscribe to my channel, and you can ring the bell so you get a notification when the next video comes out. If you need to get in touch with me, maybe you want to make a request or you want to check on booking for an event, you can shoot me an email. It's Lis, L-I-S, sings for you, and the 4 is a word, not a number, @gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye!